Delaware. A small state perhaps, but don't let that fool you. Beneath its surface lies a hidden world of waterways teeming with life. I'm talking about the walleye, a fish that's as elusive as it is prized. Join me as we journey to lean the top 10 walleye lakes in Delaware, waters that I've personally fished and come to know like the back of my hand. Our first stop takes us to Haven Lake, the undisputed king of walleye fishing in Delaware. Now this lake, it's a beast. We're talking over 1,000 acres of prime walleye territory. The water here, it's clear, almost gin clear in some spots. That means the walleye are going to be spooky. They'll see you coming a mile away, but that's part of the challenge, isn't it? Outsmarting these cunning predators. You see, walleye, they're not like other fish. They're the ghosts of the lake, lurking in the depths, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Here in Haven Lake, they've got plenty of places to hide. Drop-offs, weed beds, submerged timber. It's a walleye paradise. And with the right approach, you can experience some truly unforgettable fishing. Now, I've had my fair share of battles with Haven Lake walleye, monster fish, some pushing over 10 pounds. But it's not just about the size, it's about the fight. Walleye, they're known for their dogged determination. They'll test your tackle, your skills, and your patience, but trust me, when you finally land one of these beauties, it's all worth it. Records Pond. Even the name whispers tales of trophy walleye. Local anglers, they know this place like their own backyard. It's a haven for those seeking peace and tranquility, a place where the only sounds are the gentle lapping of water against your boat and the occasional splash of a feeding fish. But don't let the serenity fool you. Beneath the surface, a primal battle is waged. Walleye, they're ambush predators, and Records Pond, with its abundance of submerged structure, offers them the perfect hunting grounds. Fallen trees, rocky outcrops, even old tires, these are the haunts of the walleye. They lie in wait, their camouflage blending seamlessly with their surroundings, their eyes, those telltale orbs, scanning the depths for unsuspecting prey. Now, fishing Records Pond requires finesse. You need to think like a walleye, understand their movements, anticipate their next strike. Live bait, it's always a good choice here. Minnows, night crawlers, leeches, they all have their place in your arsenal. But don't be afraid to experiment with artificial lures too. Crankbaits, jigs, spinner baits. You never know what might entice a walleye to strike. Trap Pond. The name itself conjures images of mystery and intrigue, and trust me, this place lives up to its reputation. Surrounded by towering cypress trees draped in Spanish moss, it's like stepping back in time. But beneath the surface, a different kind of beauty awaits. The walleye here, they're like phantoms moving silently through the tannin-stained water. Now, Trap Pond is not for the faint of heart. The water here is dark, almost black in some spots. It's a place of shadows and secrets where the walleye rules supreme. But for those brave enough to venture into its depths, the rewards can be great. I remember one trip to Trap Pond. It was a moonless night, the kind that makes you feel like you're the only one on Earth. I was fishing a jig, slowly bouncing it along the bottom, when suddenly, I felt that unmistakable tug. The line screamed out, peeling off my reel with such force that I thought for sure I'd hooked into a log. But then I saw it, a flash of gold in the inky water. This was no log, this was a monster walleye. Darby Pond. This is a lake for the serious angler, the one who's not afraid to go deep, to test their skills against the best. You see, Darby Pond, it's known for its depth. We're talking depths of over 50 feet in some areas. Now, that might not seem like much to some, but for walleye, it's their comfort zone. Down in those depths, where the sunlight fades and the water temperature plummets, that's where the big boys hide. Now, fishing these depths, it's a different ballgame. You need specialized tackle, downriggers, lead core line, heavy jigs. These are your weapons of choice. And you need to know how to use them. It's a science, really. Finding the thermocline, that layer of water where the temperature changes rapidly, that's where the walleye will be, suspended in that cold, oxygen-rich water. But when you do find them, oh boy, hold on tight. The walleye in Darby Pond, they're not messing around. They're big, they're aggressive, and they'll give you a run for your money. Garrison's Lake. This is a lake that's near and dear to my heart. It's a place where I've spent countless hours casting my line, chasing after the elusive walleye. And let me tell you, this lake, it never disappoints. It's a perfect weekend getaway for anglers of all skill levels. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Garrison's Lake has something to offer. One of the things I love most about Garrison's Lake is its accessibility. There are plenty of boat ramps and fishing piers, making it easy to get out on the water. And the fishing, well, it's consistently good. The walleye population here is healthy and thriving, thanks to the tireless efforts of the Delaware Division of Fish and Wildlife. Now, Garrison's Lake might not have the trophy potential of some of the other lakes on our list, but that doesn't mean you won't catch some quality fish here. In fact, I'd say the average size of the walleye in Garrison's Lake is very respectable, and the best part is, you don't have to be an expert angler to catch them. Moores Lake. Tucked away in the heart of Delaware, this lake is a hidden gem. It's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with nature. And for anglers, it's a haven for peace, tranquility, and of course, some fantastic walleye fishing. Now, Moores Lake might not be the biggest lake in Delaware, but what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in beauty. Surrounded by rolling hills and lush forests, it's a sight to behold. And the water, it's crystal clear, allowing you to see the fish swimming below. One of the things that makes Moores Lake so special is its peaceful atmosphere. You won't find any jet skis or speedboats here, just the gentle hum of an occasional trolling motor and the sweet sound of birdsong. It's the perfect place to relax, unwind, and cast a line. McGinnis Pond. This is a lake of two halves. On one side, you've got the hustle and bustle of the boat launch, anglers prepping their gear, eager to get out on the water. On the other, a serene shoreline, perfect for those who prefer to fish from the bank. And in between, a body of water teeming with life, including a healthy population of walleye. Now, what makes McGinnis Pond so unique is its versatility. You can fish it from a boat, from the shore, or even from a kayak, and the walleye, they're just as likely to be caught in one spot as another. It's all about finding the right conditions, the right time of day, and the right presentation. I've had some of my best walleye fishing trips on McGinnis Pond, both from a boat and from the shore. I remember one particular day I was fishing from my kayak, casting a crankbait along a weed line, when I hooked into a monster walleye. It was the biggest walleye I'd ever caught from a kayak, and it put up one heck of a fight. Knoxontown Pond. This lake often gets overlooked, overshadowed by its larger, more well-known counterparts. But for those in the know, Knoxontown Pond is a hidden gem, a quiet achiever that consistently produces quality walleye fishing. Now, Knoxontown Pond might not have the size or the depth of some of the other lakes on our list, but what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in character. It's a lake with a wild heart, surrounded by dense forests and teeming with wildlife. The walleye in Knoxontown Pond, they're a hardy bunch. They've adapted to the lake's unique conditions, and they've learned to thrive in its shallow, weedy waters. And for anglers, that means one thing: opportunity. Lums Pond. This is a lake that holds a special place in the hearts of many Delawareans. It's a place where families come to create memories, to enjoy the great outdoors, and to experience the thrill of catching a fish. And for walleye anglers, it's a lake that offers something for everyone. Now, Lums Pond might be best known as Delaware's largest freshwater pond, but it's also home to a thriving walleye population. The lake's diverse habitat, with its mix of deep water, shallow flats, and weedy coves, provides the perfect environment for walleye to grow and thrive. One of the things I love most about Lums Pond is its family-friendly atmosphere. There are plenty of picnic areas, playgrounds, and hiking trails, making it the perfect place to spend a day with loved ones. And the fishing, well, it's pretty darn good too. Silver Lake. Tucked away in the heart of Dover, this small but mighty lake is a true hidden gem. It's a place where you can escape the hustle and bustle of city life and find peace and tranquility on the water. And for walleye anglers, it's a lake that offers a unique and rewarding challenge. Now, Silver Lake might not have the size or the reputation of some of the other lakes on our list, but don't let that fool you. This lake is home to a healthy population of walleye, and they're not afraid to put up a fight. The walleye in Silver Lake, they're a cunning bunch. They've learned to adapt to the lake's clear water and limited cover, and they've become masters of disguise. But for anglers who are willing to put in the time and effort, the rewards can be great. So there you have it, my personal guide to the top 10 walleye lakes in Delaware. These are the waters that have tested me, challenged me, and ultimately rewarded me with some of the most memorable fishing experiences of my life. But this is just the beginning. Delaware's waterways, they hold endless possibilities. So grab your gear, pick a lake, and head out on your own adventure. Remember, it's not just about the catch, it's about the journey, the connection with nature, the thrill of the chase. And who knows, maybe our paths will cross on the water one day. Happy fishing and tight lines keep your tip up. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.